So after one of the craziest roller coasters in the cryptocurrency history, the market is settling back down. But what actually happened? You can't sit there and tell me that, well, some Trump trade war on tariffs make a massive event happen in the crypto market, the biggest liquidation we've ever seen in history. There is something else going on, and we're going to try and break it down for you in this video, getting under the skin to understand, is the market cycle over? Or is this just a typical big flush out before the last parabolic move? All of that we'll break down in this video, so go ahead, smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. So I think it's important to set the scene. I was actually live streaming this whole event where we saw altcoins dip to prices I never thought we would see again. Overall liquidations though on Bitcoin coming at just over $9.4 billion, 7.91 billion of that being on the longs. And in fact, when you look at the numbers, 1.42 million traders were liquidated, which is a pretty big number. All those people that thought they were safe, turns out that wasn't the case. And in fact, we see massive amounts, 7.5% down in Bitcoin, Ethereum dropping as low as 11%. And then when you start to get into some of the fringe altcoins, we saw things like Sui hitting under $2. Ondo Finance broke to 21 cents from a $1 price point. Probably one of the craziest things I think I've ever seen. Just to put into perspective, the top 20 liquidations here on the screen from Bybit, OKX, and Binance, there was some enormous full clippers. The biggest $69.3 million long on Bybit liquidated in one foul swoop. So that gives you an idea of the scale of exactly what happened. And I guess, what does it mean? Well, all of these people, all of this money just flew into the exchanges. Isn't it a surprise that the top 2 out of the top 3 liquidations for the longs all went into Bybit? We all know what happened over there. This just resets the market. Yes, it's going to feel pretty painful for the course of the next weekend, and I certainly think we'll see very tentative moves into the market into the new year, into the new week, but the reality is there is something deeper going on here. This wasn't just a 100% tariff announcement and the market's completely dump on the back of it. Remember, we've seen tariffs before, albeit not recently. We've been through this once before. What's interesting is when you start peeling the onion skin back and seeing what's going on. For example, a BTC whale closed 90% of their BTC short and fully closed an Ethereum short, making around $190 to $200 million profit in just one day on Hyperliquid. The crazy part though, they shorted another 9 figures worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum minutes before the cascade happens. You could then say some of this may have been orchestrated. We saw the exchanges dumping huge amounts of Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything else. And now we see loads of these big whale accounts all positioning themselves to maximize the gains. And then you got Trump announcing, no, I haven't canceled my meeting. I may even still meet with President Xi, which is where the market already started to tumble down. The fact of 100% tariffs coming in and basically Trump denying that he was going to go and do these trade deals. Well, it's already flipped the other way. And I think there's a couple of reasons for that. He just saw the biggest liquidation event in cryptocurrency history. That's before the stock market even opens on Monday. And the pre-markets now, albeit very early, look damaging. And you got to think Trump's run on the fact that the stock market's booming. One of the big narratives at the minute is everything is looking good. He actually talked today on his press conference about $18 billion of money coming into the market. Reality is though, the opens for pre-trade look terrible. NASDAQ down about 1,000, etc. So what else is going on? Well, remember this. Trump has been here before. And in fact, the last time he unleashed tariffs, he did actually post out saying this was a great time to buy. Bitcoin was around 76,000. And we've seen that run up to a brand new all-time high from that moment. Could this, like we've said, be the final flush out, the final move in the market? And could this be the opportunity to see massive amounts of altcoins flowing into the hands of all those about ready to launching ETFs? Remember, we are on the cusp of launching loads of these new ETFs, whether that be for Solana, Ethereum, or many others. The reality is loads of buy orders were triggered at some of these low points on altcoins as leverage got flushed. They also saw loads of S1 amendments rolling in on those spot XRP ETFs, as well as Solana and many others. Bitwise, Franklin Templeton, 21 Shares, Wisdom Tree, Grayscale, and Canary Capital, all getting ready, including several with ticker symbols. I actually think this is the start of listing ETFs next week. They've had their opportunities to grab their seeding amounts, which is basically what they use to fund the accounts to start with, at a hugely discounted price, giving them an opportunity to launch these very quickly. Also, we know that some of the tax, again, what people are going to pay to custody those ETFs is very, very low as well. So their buying price had to be low. And that's exactly what we've seen. A massive flush in the market, Again, I believe not driven by or solely driven by those 100% tariffs on China. We will see what this plays out. We have until November the 1st until those tariffs truly take effect. Are we going to see retaliation from China? I don't think so. I just think this will play out. Trump allegedly going to Cairo. And then I think we may start to see this all fall in the same place. By the way, I'm still bullish. Many of you on my live stream, you know that I was buying while we were in the live. I actually just think this is fine. My price target, by the way, just to look at that, 111,700. If we close below that, in my opinion, that's time to panic. However, markets have rallied on the back of it, and I think they will continue to rally through the weekend as people take opportunities with this dip. Remember, some of these altcoins are down 30% on the day. So let me know what you think of all of this, and let me know which coin you bought in this massive event. I've never seen anything like this in my time in the crypto market, but whenever the market is fearful, what did Warren Buffett say? You should absolutely be greedy. And I think that's a very true statement. Right, as always, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to smash the like button to remind you all the time and turn your notification bell to all. And I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.